Just want to. No, I hope YouTube is done with the quirks, because I think my last hours of streams just I don't know, wasn't published. I have like 0 viewers for the last 3 streams, so something was wrong. But I have it fixed now, I hope. Let's see, this compiles. Amazing, actually. Impossible, I would say, actually. I definitely commented stuff out. Hey, Post Bunny. If 0 Post Bunny. I commented out stuff. Man, it's such a difficult operation. I've been streaming Post Bunny for hours, and I wasn't streaming, and I had my last 3 published streams. It says I have 0 views. 0 views. Well, normally it's 100 to 300 in total. I must have done something wrong. I commented out stuff. Can I put that in again, you think? This is so difficult. I mean, no, really, I've been working 2 hours or something like that on this. Very concentrated. I wasn't even looking at the chat, and thus didn't know that I didn't have any viewers. Well, hey, at least I was concentrated. But yeah, I'm in the middle of something, as it were, that is super, super complex. I did update the description, however, so you can read in the description of the video what I'm doing. I should probably not be happy with all the if zeros here, and or other fix me's and comments out. The whole node tracker has been commented out internally. Let's begin with changing this back. Not even sure if I use node tracker at the moment. I'm compiling this single program, which exists of this, just one header file. Try to get that one header file to compile. Maybe I should look at that one header file to see if I have anything commented out here that needs fixing. So fix me, no. Oh, it's a small file. Yep. This is just a graph tracker. Our graph is defined already. So that means that we can compile item tracker and graph.h. Probably should look at both files. I should look at all the header files that are included at the moment. Item trackers, also very small. Threadsafe ObjectTracker.h. Item trackers does just that. And then graph.h. So graph is now defined as a threadsafe unlocked tracked object of the forward declared locked graph, which I then immediately define here using a forward declared graph tracker. So neither of these arguments, template arguments, are really defined, and therefore I had to move a lot of stuff to other files because you could not include any code that uses the template parameter types. So this is now all in another file, just .cxx file. This is not a template. Almost everything is had to be put in a .cxx file, which is here. But yeah, I just moved it here. I never compiled it. I'm only trying to compile header files at the moment. But all these files look good, so let's change the test to test the node tracker header file. Now, then we can start over with fixing things. So the next 2 hours I will probably be trying to fix this. Graph.h, no template named item template. Did you mean dot item point? No, of course not. It meant item template. Why are we including graph? Now I switch to node tracker. The node tracker is including node, which is including item, which is including memory region to owner linker, which is including graph tracker, but that should work. And then suddenly it doesn't. How is this possible? So if I include graph tracker, everything compiles. But if I include node tracker, which just line 3, so it's not doing anything, it's just including headers, until I include graph tracker, and then it doesn't compile anymore. But what? What? Really weird things are going on here. Yeah, so for the record, test.cxx. If I include graph tracker, it compiles. If I include node tracker, it goes wrong in graph tracker. Well, which includes something, but okay. Why would that be? I guess you can just go one up. What happens if I include this header file? Does it then also go wrong or not? Oops, no make. Make is not working at all. Goes wrong, but in a different way. Use of undeclared identifier memory region to owner linker singleton. Item is using something that's... My God. Memory region to owner. dot node memory owner graph tracker again. Suspicious. Nobody's using graph tracker. Goodbye. Let's try this again. Now it works. I think I have no idea still, actually. No. Yeah, hello everyone. I'm concentrating here because it's just way too hard. So this now works, but I've removed that file, so that's not really interesting. I'm going to try nodetracker.h again because I changed something significant apparently. Nope, vi test.cxx. Nodetracker. And I do it again. It is an error, but a different one. Error type utils tracked object. Where do we use that? Item templates. Yeah, it must be threadsafe. I made so many changes. Nothing works anymore. This must be threadsafe. And we need also to pass tracked object. Track type, I mean. Oh, memory region owner includes utils still. Yep, there we go. Absolute nonsense. Oh, I did that on purpose maybe, because I didn't want to mess with the memory region owner as well. It just has its own tracker, but still the old one. That might actually work. Maybe it should not touch this indeed. I'll have to change it at some point, of course, but I don't want to change too many things at once. Yeah, no, let's not do this. And this one is okay. Let's keep using utils until everything works. For this one, so utils is not thread safe, so that's in the end it has to be changed, but I'm just testing if it compiles, not if it works under threading. So yeah, now that works. vi test.cxx. So node tracker works, graph tracker works. Right, still. Now let's try and see where we have the next problem. I'm having a problem now in item.h. Which comes from node.h. Maybe item.h doesn't compile by itself. Let's just try item.h. I thought item.h is already tested, by including the other ones. Yeah, that works. So then maybe it is because it was included through node.h. Yep, then we have a problem. Implicit instantiation of undefined template threadsafe tracked object. Threadsafe unlocked tracked object. Doesn't know that. So we have to include this then to get that header to compile. Great. So I think that now. No, I do a make again. Whoa! A .csx file. So it seems that we can include all the headers now that we have. Shall we just try to include all headers? See if if one of them is still complaining. It's all nice to have all the headers work. I can test graph.h. Can also test both. I think I tested enough. Yep. Maybe what's this again? Tangle node is just node, I think. It's derived from the label node. The label node is derived from node. Those should also still work. Just try it. Try to get the headers to work first. Yep, that didn't work. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Node is an unlocked tracked object. And it doesn't allow me to derive from it. There was a comment. I think I added a comment. Here it is. Note that you cannot derive from unlocked tracked object. That is why it is marked final. Allowing that would mean that the mutex that is locked by the call to oricht.doWriteLog is not locked during the move constructor of the derived class. So actually it's not final as long as I do not define a move constructor. And I am deriving from it. I'm just going to blatantly add support for it, I guess. That means I need to be able to pass a no log to this one as well, which then does the same thing as unlocked is doing right now, meaning this is the normal move constructor, which is public, which does a doWriteLog and an unlock. And then I have a no log version, which is a move constructor but has a no locking extra parameter, which simply passes original instead of original doWriteLog and does also not do a write unlock, but that one is protected. And now I have to extend that to the derived class. Of course I can keep using this, I can keep using this. So I need to add a protected this to the derived class, which is then not doing a write lock and a write unlock, but the rest probably should still be done. This is public move, and now I want to have a protected. Let's keep this public, and then we want a protected and that I should do the same thing as that it did without moving. Traveling without moving. June. Original. Or is it not from June? Where's that from, that phrase, traveling without moving? Thought it was from June. And now we do the same thing, except for the locking stuff. And then this is no longer final because and yeah, still call a no log there or here. And I need still a comment, I guess. Let's steal the comment from unlocked. Good. Guess I can just delete this now. Yeah. Shortcoming of C++. Now I need the opposite of protected. I want to allow that this is being called from outside, but not from a derived class. No, okay, so now we go back even further, and now we have the node itself, and then we have a label node, which now must have a move constructor, and that would be this one, or actually anything that calls the move constructor of node. Was that's what I said. We're no longer allowed to use node. We're not allowed to use the move constructor of node here. Is there an easy way to make that sure that it's not done? I don't know. I guess this and this is what I'm talking about. Yep. So then what you must do here is pass the no log, which it doesn't know where it is, so I have to do it like that, and then it probably finds it. Wait, it is a moving label node. Yeah, okay, whatever, dude. But this has a what, so it's not a move constructor. What? This is the actual move constructor. That's definitely the no log thing. But what to do when I pass a what? I didn't know Node had one that has a what as well. Looks pretty much like moving to me. This is definitely a move constructor, right? Or did I go wrong? Oh, you cannot do that. Well, actually I can. No, I cannot. What is going on here? Unlock tracked object. That should never compile. My whole unlock tracked object doesn't know anything about what. Or is it just passing all the stuff to the log node? But. Oh shit, really? Yeah, I'm afraid that this unlock tracked object, if you pass a what, is using, well, not this one because it doesn't have a what, not this one because that is that, and what is the two commas doing here? Did I do that? Because that's an enum that we don't use. Tracker stuff. It's probably using this, just directly the constructor of unlocked. Except the move constructor. It's overwritten below, yeah, except that it isn't, because we have multiple move constructors. We have fake move constructors. Unlocked itself. This is the move constructor of unlocked, which has a special case for doing it without locking. And I'm afraid I'm having another one then somewhere. But I don't, you see. I mean, unlock doesn't know nothing about what. So what happens is that we are calling this one, which just forwards all the arguments to T. Which is locked node. which is then this one. So here there's a move constructor hiding here, which we did not take care of. Now this thing is not doing anything. Well, actually it is. It's passing the move constructor to item template, the base class. So we go to the other one, which has a what? This one also just moves it. So it's really just a move constructor, except that we have this set what here additionally being called on the tracker. That's a difficult debug. It's so hard to find that probably I should add code to detect it, so then I don't have to find it anymore. In other words, when I try to use this, I must make sure that it does not, indeed not allow that. Meaning, isn't that this one? Yeah, it is this one. I should not allow unlocked. I should not allow arguments that are R-value references. I already did something we like it here. It says it requires negation of is base of unlocked. And the size of args is unequal 1. Okay, that's hard to read. This just disallows it's not allowed that this has a single argument which is C-red type. And the reason being that that's this one. And if the compiler picked this one instead of that one, so I had to disable it. And this one looks like it says it's not allowed that any argument isn't unlocked. I can never read this is base. Does this mean that this is a base of that? I think so. So this requires that for every element of args, this is true. And therefore this is false. And therefore that particular argument after decaying is unequal to unlocked. Let's ask ChatGPT. I'm really confused. It looks like it should already do this. Allow arbitrary parameters to be passed for construction. However, do not allow any arguments that are derived from this type. Because right here we have access to t, even though it is a... Oh, wait a minute. No. Yeah, it's still, yeah, derived from this type, because right here we have access to t, even though it is a protected base class. Allowing an unlocked type could possibly be interpreted as a t, giving access to that t without having it locked. Which is exactly what happens, by the way. But it seems not good enough, because I have the feeling that we are calling here, this thing. Can I debug that? No, it does not even compile yet. I should probably just test it separately, right? In a little test program. Unlocked itself is also a template. It's all very difficult. I must say, yeah, I don't think I ever wrote anything that's this complex with regard with templates. So many templates, so complex, it's unbelievable. Yeah, damn it. It's not this one. It was this one. I guess as soon as it compiles, I'll just step with the debugger and then see what it is calling, because I can't figure it out really. And then we continue with this still. Unknown type name, no locking type. Yeah. It's just a type, so it's kind of strange to do this, but I think it works. It does not work. Okay, I thought it works. Excusez-moi. No, we'll have to explicitly tell it that this thing hides in the base class, so you just pass the full base class. And then I realize we have to tell that it is a type name. So it did work. I can delete my comment. Candidate template ignored. That's the one that I was wondering of why the hell does it work, because I constrained it. It is ignored because this constraint is not satisfied. Which is not satisfied? This constraint is not satisfied. So it does work, and we cannot compile this. It's a good thing. Maybe not so senile as I thought that I was, because I really didn't see why that was not working. Okay, so we cannot call this. Well, then that means that we have to set the what later, I think. We'll just have to move, if first move it, like that. Yep, same thing as here. And then set the what. And I don't know how. How. To node, it was more the locked node, which is now of course protected base class. The locked node does have an, it doesn't really have anything. Oh, if we can access the tracker, which we can maybe, but okay, it was hiding here in the constructor. I must call set what on the tracker. Let's go back and do as if we have access to that for now. So this is what I should do. But the tracker is a part of the base class. Let me do it like that. Tracker should be part of the node base class here. Going to node again. And then we skip unlock track node. We're going to come into locked node. Unfortunately, locked node is a protected base class of unlocked, which is the public base class of unlocked tracked object. So it's a base class of the base class of the base class of the base class, but it's protected. And the tracker is defined in the base class of that thing. So we go to the item template. And the item template is derived from threadsafe tracked objects. And that is having my tracker protected. Ta-da! We have access directly. This is just really tracked object. Tracked object. Tracked object is the base class of item template. Item template is the base class of locked node. Locked node is template parameter here of unlocked tracked object, which is therefore the template parameter of the unlocked, which has the first template parameter as a protected base class. So that was a base class of unlocked, which is the base class of unlocked tracked object, which is node, which is the base class of label node. So we have access to that thing, to tracker. But I'm pretty sure it doesn't know what tracker is, or maybe it does, because this is not a template. Well, let's try it. Error, member access into incomplete type. Yeah, that's another possibility. But we have access. It doesn't know what tracker is, apparently. Just the node tracker isn't defined there yet. How awesome is that? So yet another thing, we cannot access tracker. We have to move this to the .cxx file. Hopefully that exists. Does not exist, of course. But hey, at least it's not... wait, is it even in a namespace? Oh, we are indeed in a namespace. How about that? This is label node.h. Label node. Include sys.h, include label node.h. No matching constructor for initialization of cppgraphviz node, aka unlock tracked objects. Looks very similar to what I just avoided. Oh, that's a copy constructor. Yeah, I guess that's the same problem, right? I mean, it's not a move constructor, so we're not avoiding a lock here inadvertently, or if that's the right word. But we are passing a node, which is derived, protected, derived from locked node, like I just showed. I'm not going to show it again, because it's like the base class of the base class of the base class of the base class of the base class. But we have access to it, and at that point we have access to the protected things, just like we had access to tracked. So it's dangerous to allow it. Therefore, we cannot allow it, and therefore you must use the normal copy constructor, just like in the case of the move constructor. And then access the tracker here, call set what in the body, but that doesn't work. But the tracker is not defined yet, not complete yet here. So one copy constructor with a what. Error, call to implicitly deleted copy constructor of GraphViz node. Oops. Apparently you're not allowed to copy it at all. Copy constructor is implicitly deleted because the unlocked tracked objects as a user declared move constructor. Oh. Oh. Disappointing. So I'm overriding the move constructor here for a reason. Adding some other stuff. We just talked about that basically. And all other normal constructors should be still there. But you don't just override a move constructor, hiding the one inside this one. But it also removes, apparently, the copy constructor, even though this one has a copy constructor. I think this is dubious. I think this is dubious. I wouldn't have designed it like this if I was on the C++ committee and I was the dictator and everyone did what I said. Well, I'd say I would have voted against it. Do I have a copy constructor? Do I even have a copy constructor? Oh, we don't have a copy constructor. So, no problems there then, but copying an unlocked type is not thread safe. Use the above constructor instead. Okay, so really we want to use this one if we want to copy something, which uses the cret of the unlocked. Oh my god. Okay, what is the cret here doing? Where's my cret? The cret is this thingy here. So that hides in the policy mutex. Let's copy it. And that's what I should be using for the copy constructor. Actually, I should still have it, I think. It should be visible here. So then the problem is that at this point I'm trying to use a copy constructor, which I should not. And probably I'm doing the same thing here. Although that was moved to the .cxx file already. So especially this one. Let's say I use cred here. Is that then not a cred that gives me access to label node? Nope. It's all wrong. What we should be doing is extending log node, not node. Log node used to be node, and I renamed it to log node. And then we define node as an unlocked tracked object of that thing. And our label node is extending log node. So what I really want is derive from log node and then create a new label node like this. So it has become a little bit more complex, I guess. What's new? And this one is completely is already locked, right? It's thread safe, totally. You just have a simple constructor, no problem whatsoever. So everything I just did was bullshit, and I have to undo it or go back. What I really want is, let's copy this. Let's copy this. Let's see, class not needed. I need a locked something, and then all the way up till here. Maybe up till here. Let's paste that here. Now we're going to extend it to label node. So now we have a label node and the tracker. I'm going to need a tracker as well, I'm afraid. I don't know if I need a graph tracker, but I need a label node tracker. And then label node becomes the label node. And then the locked label node becomes an item template of label node with its own tracker. But I don't think I need, I don't really think I need to derive here. Could just use be using a using. So this becomes locked. Oh wait, that's just a thing. No, it's not. Wait a minute. I want to derive this from node. And node is thread safe unlock tracked object of locked node. But do I still want that then? Because then it's kind of working for log node, not for log label node. No, I don't want this. No, 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 no. The problem is that I bloody have to pass the node in the node tracker to item template. So I derive, if I derive label node from this, then I should pass label node here and label node tracker here, which I'm not doing. Oh boy. So I have to make log node a template just to be able to derive from it. That's very unfriendly. Very object-oriented, unfriendly. No, sad. I want to keep the, I want to reuse code. I want to be able to just derive from this and extend it a little bit. I know suddenly that is not possible anymore, but the F. Yeah. Not good. The only thing I'm adding here is a label. What is it even doing with the label? It adds it during initialization. And you can call set label on it. That's about it. It's almost nothing. Okay, I think I'm going to stop for today. It's midnight here. Let me do something else. This project is takes way too long, man. So it's, yeah, I can't stop. But this is no fun. After so much work, run into something like this. Extremely irritating. I'm going to undo this. I don't know. So label node derived from node. It's yeah, nah. It's not thread safe anymore. Node is supposed to be thread safe, and I'm just adding a label here. But on the other hand, you know, it's initialization level stuff. Item attribute is probably called while everything is locked already anyway. And set label, I don't know when that is called, but this is probably working anyway, even if label is not within the critical area of the mutex that I added for node. Why did it not work any? I don't know anymore. Member access into incomplete type. node tracker. No member set what in node graph is node tracker. I have a set what in graph tracker, but not in node tracker. That doesn't make any sense. It does not make any sense. Oh, it's commented out. Ah, right. I commented everything out. No tracker. Oopsies. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I'll just uncomment that again, and now everything magically works. I can only hope. Call to implicitly deleted copy constructor. Yeah, that's the one that we had. Yeah, okay, so the reason that it is the copy constructor is deleted is that you have to lock a mutex before you read the data, so you cannot just copy it. And I can also not copy it inside the copy constructor itself, lock it inside the copy constructor itself, because it's actually a good question. I'm doing the same thing in the move constructor. Now I think about it. It's not that different, right? So I could do the same trick as I do here. Having a copy constructor that locks itself and one that allows you to use from a derived class, and then you have to do the locking yourself. So meaning that I didn't finish this one. So we pass no lock here. We have to do the locking ourselves, which means that we have to call do write lock here, and then do write unlock here. Where label nodes is derived from node, and node has this do write lock. That is, node is unlocked tracked object, which is derived from unlocked. which has this do stuff to right lock here. It's part of unlocked. And this is doing a write lock and a write unlock. So we can add two of them that does a write, do a read lock and do a read unlock. And then we have the read locks, which I can then use for the copy constructor, because then of course you don't need a write lock. Might as well do that immediately, because we just don't need a write lock, even though it doesn't exist yet. I have to add that. So yeah, I could do this, I guess, and then just make this compile. Oh, wait a minute, I'm editing the wrong one. This is the move constructor. That must be a write lock. But I can do I can do it here for these two. Yeah, so there's just a big difference between constructing for the first time. Then no other thread has any clue about it, and we can just construct it. But if you move it or copy it, then yeah, you're accessing something that already exists, which might then be accessed by other threads. So you have to take a lock before you make the copy, and or make the copy from the R value reference. How do you formulate that? Call the move constructor of the base class, basically. Must be write lock before you do that. I'm afraid that is the solution. It's not too bad, but still pretty sucky. And I'm going to do something else now. So yeah, thank you for keeping me company, people, and I'm going